Alright, let's just start seeing that it's playable. Who's this dude up there in the corner? Oh, and he remains. That's a lot of keys. But I should be able to get power-ups from a bunch of places. I have I? Why do I start with I? Well, I'll get this guy for free, why not? Yeah. And I'm gonna listen to... Yeah, new cam background, exactly. Oh, shoops. I'm gonna listen to the podcast, if you guys don't mind, because I wanna hear it.
So, I guess other people are listening. So this is the first episode of Knytt Symposium.
Let me know about the audio levels if like you can't hear anything. Keep the room clean. Yeah. Well, I don't need a reason to do that.
Is that an?
Oh, that's a great name.
It was your
Sorry,
idea.
I messed up.
It was your idea.
So this is Lucinda's podcast, and she has IX Marcel as a guest.
Yeah.
Yes, but I didn't know you've already decided.
I'll go
Oh.
backwards.
I think I decided
Exactly.
and forgot to tell you, or maybe you missed the message, or I don't remember. Okay, this is the first episode, and how do you want to be referred to? Are you? What is your name here?
You know, actually, people don't refer to me by my nickname like vocally.
Yeah.
Most people say it like IX, X, or call me X Marcel. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to
It's
go
just
about that.
X Marcel?
And you pronounce it like X, not X.
Yeah, I kind of rebranded last year. So
What's up with the
I guess you
kitchen
can
comments?
call me X.
Okay, X.
Although, now that
I guess I need a different cam position. It's too distracting to see
X, like
something.
like Malcolm X. Cool. And
Like Malcolm
I
X.
guess I'll go by Lucinda because I don't want to go by my real name right now because
Oh.
it seems too.
So I haven't played KS in like a month. Give me a break.
Yeah, I get it.
Too
I
boring.
dodged my real name on the forum when I made my account. It's anyway. Your name's way better than
Sure,
the
whatever.
X guy.
Yeah, whatever you say. Yeah, I don't know if I explained.
That's
it,
gonna
but
be hard.
Lucinda is. I just like started using that name in 2015 when.
No way.
Because nobody can spell Catherine right when they're like when I'm like ordering food, but like Lucinda is a name that people spell correctly.
Wait, what?
Like nobody spells that name wrong in the United States, so I sort of.
People spell Catherine wrong? But not Lucinda? What kind of planet is this? Demonstrates making the perfect sandwich. I don't know how to make the perfect sandwich. IKEA cabinets? I don't think so. Planet America. Alright. Let's continue the kitchen stream, I guess. I need... I don't want to fuck it up, though. No. Hold on, just give me 1 second, and I'll make something to play and pause the thing easier. What? Okay. Okay. And... there, and play, pause, save. And now I can just do this. Nope, I guess I can't. Why not? Alright, another time.
Stuck with it, and I was like going by it in real life for a while, but that didn't work out. So yeah, Lucinda, sort of like my other name. Do you want to give the
Where do
backstory
these
of
blocks
your
come from?
name, like for the public?
Sure. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with trying out like Linux distributions, distros, like live CDs. Tried out, like back in the day when PCs still had CD trays. Anyway, I was obsessed with trying a bunch of, burning a bunch of CDs. My dad would get mad, I waste all CDs on.
This is some cool Marcel lore.
And there was this one called Knoppix. It's a German name. That one had a bunch of games.
Oh, it's the golden one.
And there was a Minesweeper clone. And I played it for a while and then lost the game.
So greedy.
And it asked me for my username. And the input window said IX user, like stylized, like uniform Nick was used to be. I mean, it still is, but not on Discord. So I changed that from IX user to IX Marcel, and then I realized that actually it's spelled Knoppix user, but the window was too small. So that's the origin of my name.
Huh, that's pretty funny.
Repping the Linux community all my life.
Where'd you get your nickname from? Well, you see this Linux
your
distro.
name is mysterious to me because I didn't know the origin. So
Why doesn't this
and I
work
didn't
anymore?
know-
Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled it.
Maybe.
Oh, well,
Too late now.
Spoiled the mystery.
too late. And I didn't know if Marcel was your real name or not. Although at some point I figured it probably is.
Finally?
I mean, who would hide their real name with another common name?
People do that. There's like a CS pro called like Ethan, and his name is something completely different.
Also, like in the United States, I've never met anyone named Marcel besides you. So, like to me, it sounds.
Well, I guess it's more common in Europe.
Yeah, it is. I think. It simply is not in the United States to
Ugh.
except if it's a European person who's ended up here. So I perceived it as more exotic.
Yeah, I mean, for me it's obvious it's of French origin,
Double
Yeah.
detector.
but maybe from people outside of Europe, maybe not so much.
Well, French is considered exotic, and
What?
Well, yeah.
You speak French
to
in
me,
Canada?
To me, that's all everyone wants to do is to go to France.
Oh,
France has some clout.
it's almost like going to
So
Brazil.
how do you
Don't do it.
pronounce, these 3 words that I wrote down.
Well, I've been educated a bit, so it would be Knytt and Uni. Knytt, Uni, and Niflas.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna, if you want to be like all official about it, say Knytt, then you can't say uni because that's not right. You'd have to say uni, and I don't think you want to do that.
For a Polish native speaker,
Uh-huh.
it's not that weird to say it with hard K. Uni is also the default sound of those letters in Polish. And Niflas is just how.
Too many of these walls. This is what we needed to fix. The fucking bouncers.
Okay. Very interesting. I mean, yeah. So your Polish pronunciation is like the same as the
Damn
Swedish
toast.
one, in my perception.
Damn
when
other
I
toast.
First found the game, I thought it was pronounced knit because in English, KN is always soft, like always, and
Impossible.
J is always the J sound, and so I thought it was Junie, and then Niflis is like the English pronunciation, like you said. Although I think that's what it is in Swedish. Also, I think Swedish pronunciation is pretty similar to English, but don't quote me on that. And then I learned simply from interacting with the community that it is Knytt.
Can I make it back?
And
God, I just want to get out of the screen.
it's, yeah, I've
No, I
been able
can't.
to correct myself pretty quickly, although it's weird.
Why do we need to update the randomizer room? It's good the way it is. Yeah, right.
But I mean, maybe they just spell it Niflas. because Niflas is like English pronunciation, like
Yeah.
ne instead of ni.
Yeah, well, we'll ask like I don't know. Let's get like a Swedish person on this podcast before too long.
Let's talk about how to pronounce
Yeah, not too
KN.
many of those though.
It's
So,
Knytt.
yes, I agree. Although if I say Juni, my boyfriend gets upset at me and he says no, it's pronounced Juni. Like, stop bending to the will of European people. Just like, you can't control how I say this video game character's name. Shut up.
Are there that many Americans or like English native people?
So many
with
ghosts.
That name?
I think there.
Why did
there's
I start
like
with
a
I?
children's book series called Junie B. Jones. It's spelled Junie. So everyone would pronounce that Junie, and then the
Bruh.
name Juniper is shooting up in popularity for young girls, and they
Juniper.
are called Junie for short. So it's nobody would pronounce it uni here.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but yeah, Jennifer, that's pretty common. Okay, let's get into our very deep
Oh,
and
shit.
personal questions.
Where are the coins on these? Okay.
Okay, X, you're going first. Who are you in the Niflos Games community?
I love the music.
I made my account on the Niflas forum, about 12 years ago now. I think I was 9 years old at the time. And
I
was
need
still
hollow, man.
learning
Oh!
how to speak English and write English. If you go on my profile and check my own,
I need to make him shoot
messages.
first.
It's full of
Then I have the
mistakes
Homer.
and grammatical errors. And I'm happy to say I've gotten better as the years passed. Let me just
Whoa! The
make
bot
a
is
quick
alive! Doing
level
Pokemon
up.
stuff.
I mean, I pretty much make
Yeah,
levels.
nice cave vibes.
The first one apparently I released 10 years and 11 months ago.
Whoa.
And
fuck
it's
happened?
Like a 5-screen long level called Dream.
Yeah.
And then I made a bunch
Dude.
of
I'm not hearing what they're saying. This was interesting.
levels that I'm satisfied with, let's just say.
Huh.
Too much chaos noise, hold on.
And then I did a bunch of chaos streams.
I'm just gonna lower it
So,
super
I guess
low.
I'm a chaos streamer as well.
He's a
I
chaos
did,
streamer?
mistakes and I made my account on the Niflas forum about 12 years ago now. I think I was 9 years old at the time, and I was still learning how to speak English and write English. If you go on my profile and
Too much
check my old
shit on the screen.
messages,
Oh, that was so good.
they're full of mistakes and grammatical errors. But I'm happy to say I've gotten better as the years passed. Let me just take a quick look at the level archive. I mean, I pretty much make levels. The first one apparently I released 10 years and 11 months ago. It was a
Bruh.
5-screen long level called Dream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I played Dream.
And then
I
made a
speedrun
bunch
Dream.
of real levels that I'm satisfied with, let's just say.
Huh.
And then I did a bunch of chaos streams. So yeah, I guess I'm a chaos streamer. as
When?
well.
I've seen him stream something,
That's
but
me
I
within
didn't.
the
Not a
community,
bunch.
I suppose.
Great. I already knew all that, but the
Show off.
introduction is still important. I remember you said in one message or like
What?
a Discord,
The
like a
ninja.
public message or something, that in the process of learning English, you misspelled talps a few times, and I hope I'm
Yeah,
I hope I'm not embarrassing you.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
I had to
I think I said claps.
slaps. I had to.
Why would
I
you
had
do
to see it
that?
to
Double
believe
jump.
it. I went and looked
And
at
hollow.
some old forum posts, and
And
I
noise.
did see you write slaps, and then I went and played Tower of Lightning again, and then your credits say
Oh, now it's
slaps
easy
in them
mode.
too, so it's
Yeah, that was a fail on my side.
it was
Sorry, Talps. I then I found out
That's nothing to do with
the name
English.
is Splat backwards.
Yeah,
Or maybe a little.
it took
then.
me a while to figure that one out.
This
too.
seems like a hollow screen.
I wonder if that was intentional? Like, is that how Talps came up with his name?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, that made me laugh. I hope that Talps wasn't offended by you spelling his name wrong.
Well, it's in the past now.
Okay, it's far in the past.
I don't think you'd be offended by that.
I mean, like decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to wrap your head around. It's such a long time, actually. You know.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
think a lot of people here have been around for a really long time, and like, so evidence of their sort of childhood and adolescence is on the forums and in their levels.
In their
So,
garbage levels, yes.
Definitely.
yeah, so that's
As proven by my example, my case.
yeah.
I think there are many more.
Yes, I agree with you. And I'm kind of glad I was not around for that period of time, because I probably would have made some very cringy things knowing myself.
Oh well.
Still,
Yeah, oh, wow.
still time for that. Bro, there's so much here.
Okay, so how and when did you find out about Knytt Stories?
So I think I was like 8 years old.
Oh, the spec.
Back then, on
Whoa.
YouTube, at least. Well, actually, it was Polish YouTube. I don't think it
PolTube.
was like a global phenomenon.
It's hard.
It might have been actually something that was popularized in Europe.
Mhm.
Like game making tutorials were very popular back then in Polish.
What? Oh, that guy.
The program was called.
I don't need Hollow for this, come on.
And then there was the Games Factory 2, and it then changed into MMF, Multimedia Fusion 2, and that's the engine KS was made on.
Whoa.
So I played a ton with the Games Factory, the oldest iteration of the software, and it let you make simple games with no programming knowledge. All you needed was a bunch of tutorials. And as I said, I think it might have been a European thing. I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
Because of my curiosity, I then started just looking for games made with the Games Factory and MMF2, and really got into the indie, very early indie scene. Like,
I'd like to interrupt quickly and say that Multimedia Fusion 2 is from a French company called Click Team. Okay, you can continue.
What?
that's
Okay,
very
cool
important
story.
context, I think. That makes sense.
Why is that
So
important?
that might have been a European thing.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway, tutorials for the software were very popular, at least on Polish YouTube. You could actually also buy the software. It was, I think, bundled with some like game magazine back then.
Yeah, it's that black guy that's freaking
I
making
even
it
made a
tough.
couple of games, with my friend back in primary school.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and then I just went on looking for games made by others, and I was so impressed, right? Because all I could do was like a red square with a silly face jumping around. and
How far you've come.
And KS, was definitely, it grabs your attention, and it's once you play that.
Oh my god.
I started with Knytt.
It's Knytt, see? He wants to say Knytt.
The game is
That's
just,
the natural way.
mesmerizing. And
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
was
this is so hard.
immediately drawn in. So obviously, next I downloaded
Oh my
Knytt
god.
Stories, and the rest is history.
Great. Thank you.
Oh
So,
my god, why did it stop right there?
Talk about your first memory downloading a player-made KS level from the archive.
Oh, that's an impossible question.
So you can never tell, at least in my case, because it was like a decade ago.
Yeah.
But I think, in my case, it was a level called Monsters.
Monsters.
Look it up on the archive. So, yeah.
Dude, relax.
Monsters with the icon was the strange black creature that pops up out of water and shoots the white stuff at you.
One-eyed dude.
Yeah,
So-
I see it.
That was 12 years ago, and the author is Zoe Rith, or I'm sorry, I'm sure he's not listening.
I'm so sorry, Zorith, that we said your name wrong.
Yeah. I don't think I might misremember what it was about, but I think it's like you
Wow.
start off and it's
94.
you have to go and get groceries. So you go like a bunch of screens to the right. There's no challenges, no hazards, and then you get the groceries and you have to go back. But once you go back, there's a bunch of monsters that just come out and block your way. It's very short, I think.
Sounds good. Need to
No.
play that.
Well, I guess it might have been the one that was
Oh, look at that
on the top of
laser.
the page when I first
can be
opened
fast
the
enough?
archive.
Nope.
It was like the latest one.
How?
Wow, I'm just looking through the old levels right now. I shouldn't get too distracted.
If I can get the
There's,
save, it's
a lot of-
fine.
A lot of
Okay.
intriguing things there.
Gonna be hard.
But yeah, that level, like monsters, is just sort of, it's kind of like a simple but effective concept, and I think that a lot of KS levels are just like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a simple name, and the icon grabs your attention, I think.
Yeah. What is your history as a level designer, and what games, if any, did you design levels for before? Or you can talk about other interactive experiences you've made.
Yeah, I was always drawn into making levels.
Ah.
That was an option in a game. I would definitely try it out. The first one I really
Wait,
got
what? Did I get
was
into the
probably,
floor? Why am
a
I-
Flash game called Super Mario Flash.
Okay.
I think it was actually pretty popular. It might have been one of, if not the most popular Mario Flash game back at the time. It had the most advanced level editor back then. There was even a forum that people uploaded their levels to. And to upload your level, you'd just copy a bunch of like numbers. It was like a code, and you would post that code as a forum message. There was also this, I think the game, another Flash game that was very popular. It was called like just Level Editor or something like that. It was a very simple game that was like a puzzle game where you
Why am I like
didn't really
wall
design the
swinging?
levels, but you get like blocks you could put, and then you had to beat the level. I think it was. But yeah, as I mentioned, I was like before even I was 10, I found out about KS, and that's where I put all of my efforts.
Let me get
into
that GC.
since I discovered the game.
Actually, I should get both those
Okay,
GCs.
thank you. And so the next question is, this is a
them
good
out of my life.
transitional point.
Oh,
So tell me about your first
Oh, and him.
KS level editing beginnings. For example, playing with the editor, first level, and
So a lot of annoying
played
GCs
all
gone.
of your levels, except for your collaborations. I did play Uni's Checkered Past though.
that one's good.
I know you're about to talk about the level of Dream, which I have played.
Actually, I'm not because
Plot
it's
twist.
not my first level.
Oh, okay.
My first level was thankfully I didn't release that one. At least not many years after, because
Bruh.
I think the name of the first level was actually simply Another World.
Huh.
And yeah, that was just, my first experiment. I think it starts with the desert tile set of the machine,
Mhm.
and then I think there's even a bunch of layer 3 grass you can stand on. Beautiful things like that. And yeah, it's unfinished. I released it many years ago, many years afterwards, on the forum. It's not on the archive. So I'm happy to say that my first ever made level is actually backed up, and
That's
I can
great.
play
Yeah.
it anytime I want.
Wow.
I think it's probably it's not
Nope.
the same. The case is probably not the same for other people. If I had to guess, but it's most common to just lose your first level, unless you've uploaded it to the archive immediately, which is also a thing a lot of people do. Yeah, I'm happy I had I was not as hot-blooded. And then there was a second level I started working on. It was called the Trap of Lightning. And that one is also unfinished and unreleased. I think it's quite fun. It has an idea to it, like a theme. You have to escape from this like mysterious facility, and there's a bunch of levels you go through with an elevator, kind of like in I Dreamed of the Sky.
I still have umbrella.
I'm not saying Talps was inspired. I mean, he,
Wait, what?
yeah, there's no way he was. Kind of like in I levels you go through with an elevator,
Ah.
kind of like in I Dreamed of the Sky. I'm not saying Talps was inspired. I mean,
Yes, Marcel, you invented the elevator concept.
yeah, there's no way he was, but that one is also playable.
Those gotta
It's
be the
on
last one.
archive.
Ah!
I mean, no, not on the archive, but
Yeah.
on the forum.
Yeah.
And
Oh, shit.
also, that one, the Trap of Lightning, I used a couple of screens, copied them, and put them in my last level. What happened next? That creepy one, you know.
Yeah.
That one is so good.
So there's that moment when the level gets all strange, and I mean, I guess it's strange from the beginning. But you get to run through a couple of those screens from one of my earliest levels ever made.
Oh.
And
I wonder where.
it's funny because it's like a reference that only I would get.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
But I just literally wanted to do that. I thought it fit thematically.
I think,
Bruh.
you know, maybe after listening to this, some people will go back and try to find it, do a little research.
Oh my god.
Yes, I think you can still find those levels on the forum, the secret levels thread or something like that.
Yeah.
Should be on my profile too.
Okay. I'm very curious.
I'm curious too, but I'm also
Then-
lazy.
The first one I actually uploaded was Dream.
Oh shit.
And it has copyrighted music in it. It's really great.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
classic though.
It's pretty good. It's you know, it's simple. I guess it's like simple, but it also sort of foretells some levels to come. How old were you when you released Dream?
How many years ago was that? Do you have it on?
Let me.
I guess I was 10.
Okay, let me. I'm
That's
going
crazy.
To the archive now.
I was 12.
12.
Around 12.
Dream is a really good looking level. I mean, it's tiny, but still.
So you were 13 when you released Tower of Lightning.
Yeah, something like that.
You were 16
There's Umbrella.
when you released Saving Thalanel.
Yeah, something like that.
That's pretty crazy. Do you understand that?
No,
Do you understand it?
Pretty regular.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like my 4th
Yeah.
level, and I spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
I think I tried to polish it as much as I could.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a pretty advanced level. I think I found it very
super advanced.
surprising when I found out all your levels were created by someone who was under the age of 18.
People.
I mean,
under the
16
age
you
of
can
18,
do some
they have
stuff.
the most free time to mess around with making a level. Like life gets hard for a lot of people after that.
Yeah, potentially.
Good point.
I think you have a point. You have a point that kids in high school generally have more free time than people who are in real
Bruh.
life.
Yeah, I mean, Toby Fox of Undertale fame.
Yes.
He was 16 when he composed Megalovania and made the
Oh.
SNES ROM hack
Mhm.
it appeared in.
I did not know he was well known in the ROM hack community.
He was definitely a part of it.
That's cool.
I don't know if he was
How am I gonna get there without getting
so
mauled?
popular back then, but he is now.
I think a few Knytt Stories level creators have gone on to become slightly famous. I think
Raichu Patra is making games now.
Exilas as well?
Disgiga. She's gotten some notoriety, although I haven't like really played any of her games. And then apparently the guy who made the level Knytt Zaro created the game Eversion.
Nitzaro is such an awful level. What are you talking
Slightly
about?
known indie game.
Really?
But I had played it, so I was surprised to see it.
That is
Anyway,
surprising.
let's see. This question asks, what was your first ever released levels development like? But honestly, I think that I'm more interested in hearing about Tower of Lightning and Saving Thalanol than I am about Dream. So
True.
why
Same.
don't you
Yeah.
tell me about the development of those two? And I'm interested to know why you made a Tower of Lightning easy version.
Okay. Sure, I can explain that. So, the Tower of Lightning was actually, I would say, my first real level, and I felt like that when I made it. I didn't really feel the Dream was all that much. I think even if you go to my release post for Dream, I think it says something like this is just like a teaser or something like that.
So yeah, I found the
Leak spin
thread
level,
where
yeah,
you
exactly.
released Dream, and you said like,
That's the one.
this is just a sneak preview. I will see you at the Tower of Lightning, which is obviously
Oh,
as reference to level number 2.
yes, number 2, but in actuality number 4.
Yes.
And that's why I suppose I managed to avoid some embarrassments that usually happen with people's first levels.
Yeah.
I think, looking back, I think it has an idea going on for it. Like you have to climb to this tower, but sometimes you have to exit and get some power-ups, then come back. It's like a very light version of a Metroidvania design, I suppose. I think this is.
I don't know about
something
all
that
that.
makes the level
I just know it's a really, really good level.
years later. And I'm happy with the challenges I designed for the level. I think those hold up as well.
Oh yeah. Those challenges are great. One thing, I'm sorry to interrupt, but one thing I really like about Tower of Lightning is like the sort of the breaks, like the detours where you kind of like jump outside of the tower and you're kind of like in these sort of nature areas to like grab a power up. So it's like its own journey.
That's what I was going for. That's exactly what I meant when I said that it has this idea that makes it interesting, makes it stand out. It's like something.
How am I gonna get
like
it back?
It has a floating islands vibe to it, I suppose. The level is very tightly designed. At least the
Maybe
tower
this side.
parts. The Asian part. I think that's what's the title set, or at least the music
Yeah,
track
yeah.
called. Yeah, that part is kind of I suppose it kind of feels unfinished. It's kind of bland and short. But the rest of the areas I'm happy with.
So
And
so you wouldn't like make
yeah.
a new version of this level, like a
HD
remaster.
remastered.
You mean a sequel or a remake?
Like a remake, you know, you're like happy enough with
Nah,
the
why would you do
level.
that? And
You
even
feel
if
like
one
its
area is kind of
problems
meh,
are small enough, so
not
that
everything needs to be so action packed.
you know,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I think it's especially since it's the like first one. For that, it's definitely acceptable.
It's more than acceptable.
Okay.
And oh yeah, that you asked about the easy version.
Yes.
So the first one that's uploaded to the archive is like the.
Bro, do you see how that thing shoots dirt down?
I didn't.
Look at
wasn't
that.
Planning on making an easy version.
Look at all that dirt
So
being
first
thrown
one
by
is
it.
to
I've never
get
seen
it-
that, I don't think. When would you see that? It's below ground.
But then I immediately got some feedback on the forum that the level is just very, very hard at times. I should have tagged it as hard. And I think,
Was it tagged as normal?
yeah, I think it's tagged as normal.
Okay.
And I think that was the problem. Not the problem wasn't that the level was difficult or challenging. The problem was I labeled it as normal, and I took it as if the levels itself it's too hard, which I don't think it is. I didn't think at the time,
Ugh.
but yeah, I think I misunderstood the feedback, and I just got so stressed and immediately just made it easier, scaled back some challenges, and that's how the easy version came to be. And I think it's also missing some. I think you cannot access the secret ending through that version,
Yeah.
which I think is very.
Can you make the fire guy shoot
like a
faster
retro way of thinking about it.
while
I think,
transitioning like
that
this? I
happened
think
to me,
so.
actually.
He shoots
you
way
know, it was
faster.
a lot of effort to go get the keys, and then
Interesting.
the ending just said like, "No secret ending in this version." Ha ha ha! It was
Yeah.
cruel.
That's what you deserve.
Yeah. But I will say I stand by this design decision.
Okay.
I think there has to be some kind of a award for people who play the intended difficulty. And yeah,
Wow.
the easy version should not exist, and it wouldn't exist if I didn't just misunderstand the feedback. And I think the level itself it's not much harder than most of the stuff you find on the
Yeah.
archive. So
Yeah.
it's a little silly.
So, saving Falinel, am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was the original concept and idea? Like, what did you want to do with your third official release? I think maybe it was fourth. What did you want to?
I suppose it felt like a second.
Okay, so your second major release. What was sort of like the idea behind it?
Actually, I started working on it not long after finishing the Tower of Lightning. So if you look at the archive, it's like 3 to 4 years of difference. But I started working on it very early on, even before Check had passed, way before.
Okay.
Oh.
And I think I just discovered oft 99's tile sets, and the first area, the village tile set, I really loved, and I just played around with it. And I mean, the tile set, I just loved it. I think like I owe it to the beautiful tile sets by oft that the level even exists in the first place.
Yeah.
So that was the first area I designed.
And
Interesting.
The village.
okay.
Gotta give more credit to
Village
tileset
and,
makers.
I know that the village, the Hobbit one, that one is by Imato. But then sort of
Yeah.
the off tile set I'm thinking of, well, you use like the heaven one and then the white palace, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm also thinking about that sort of like reflection puzzle. That's the
Yeah. That's also.
yeah, that's the one that comes to mind.
Oh,
Comes to mind in what
yeah.
way?
Those tile sets are definitely something else.
Oh yeah.
Really next level stuff.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
What? Those are
I
like
love
the worst
I love
ones.
his work. And
Like the
later I
cave
have
is
this
better, and
question like,
the
what's your favorite tile
red
set? So
area
you
and
kind of already answered that potentially.
Yeah, I think as a designer, the answer to that question is, just play the levels I've made.
Yeah.
what is this bump?
Yeah, those are all the tiles that I
Mhm.
love. I think Stalanil, more than the Tower of Lightning, more so than um, it was way more inspired by the tile sets, and in this one I really, really just like enjoyed getting a feel of how I wanted this area to look
Mhm.
like and feel like. Get the tile set, play with the tile set, and find the music that I really think fits the atmosphere. And next came the rest of the design, and that's also why this level is like split
Mhm.
and into very distinct areas that you travel
Mhm.
through, and they're all named, and some of them even have this like transition screen through darkness. That's the visual design came first.
It's sort of like, as much as it is a
Hmm.
level, it's also a tile set
I'm
showcase.
surprised that
That's an interesting way to put it.
that such
But
a
like, it's
method could
also
lead to such a
very
good level. It sounds like it would be so
like
disjointed.
gameplay focused level. It's very like very challenge oriented, and
Well, one big inspiration was the Frozen Mountain 2, which was still is one of my
oh yeah.
favorite levels of all time.
So
It's
good.
crazy, yeah. That level
The
has
cave
got it
area
all.
early on. There's this one screen when it's near the detector. There's there's this flying fairy Knytt in the background, and it uses like
Bro.
a JPEG background with
Ah.
and stars next to it. That was definitely something taken from Frozen Mountain, but thankfully I didn't go full into that.
All the red
because
and
I think
pink ones I got.
the level
Oof, this song.
would be worse for it. But yeah, the Temple of the Waterfall Temple, that one also has a JPEG, just random art found in Google type of background. So that was something I took from Frozen Mountain, and obviously
I see.
the cats you find in the level as well. That's straight up just Drakan's idea. He had cats with the four members' names.
I got a cat. I can't believe actually
now
I got
I'm
a
just
cat.
installing Saving Thalanil because like I got a new computer, so I don't like have all my old levels.
This
and
is tricky.
I have Dream and Tower of Lightning Easy version on my computer, but not Saving Thalanil, which is
A crime?
embarrassing.
Yes.
I have it open as well.
Maybe I should randomize that instead. Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Wait.
to talk
Oh
about
yeah.
here. with
Oh
this.
yeah. This is like an incredible amount of. Oh yeah. Now I'm like looking at all the shifts for the like the rising water area with yeah. There you go. Off 99's tile sets. Now where is? Yeah, everything
Alright,
is so
I'm just
spaced
gonna
out
hollow.
in this level. Like
This seems like a hollow.
just the design of it, you really separated the areas across the map. So now I'm just finding my way.
It's just I guess I was worried that I would I wouldn't have enough space, so I spaced them out.
Oh
like
yeah.
this. And the So the area up to the waterfall, the screen where you have this very very loud waterfall sound. It's actually not the default one. It's very much. It's boosted a lot, and up to that point is what I have designed. Like back in 2013, and then I just dropped the level and stopped working on it until 2017, 2016, when the KS.
I wonder if those two are the same,
was announced, and I wanted to enter, and I decided.
or if that's
I'm
how it
just
works. They
gonna
were
take
not
this
the same.
and build upon what I have. So the rest of the level is a couple of years of difference, and in that time I worked on Checkered Past and exploring a cave.
So you're saying that this level took you like several years?
Obviously, there's no way it wouldn't.
Work on the bigger part, the second part.
Actually, let's check it like this. I'll take one of them,
Like maybe
and then I'll come back, and the other one is gone, so you can't like duplicate them.
off and on work.
Even if you're not designing even if you're using other people's graphics, it still takes like a lot of time.
Because you have to find you getting a beautiful tile set is one thing, but then learning how to use it and then finding the right type of environment you want to create, and then wave it into the storyline and the flow of the level.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
I think I really paid attention
Yes,
to
you
that.
did.
Yes, you
Yeah, I'm
did.
just like scrolling through it now. There's just,
Bro, why
so
am I
many
just
fucking
catching
ways.
these?
And we all know that's.
Yeah,
I'm.
thanks. I was.
We all know
very
that,
happy
and it's
that
true.
people love it. There's a ton of stuff in this level. There's a ton of ideas. I just came up with something and
No.
was excited to put it in the level. I think that's maybe due to how I worked on this.
Also very
In the
hard.
space of many months, and I had, whenever I got a fun idea I wanted to try out, I would just
Yeah.
do it, and that's the benefit of stretching out your development time. There are good sides and bad sides of doing
Yeah.
that. Like for example,
Oh, that's good.
I don't even know.
Oh, but there's a freaking hedgehog.
With this. Oh, because I'm looking at the editor, and there's like this waterfall area without the ice. So after you beat the
Yes.
temple, I was trying to see if you could jump your way.
Oh, the
And I
notorious jump.
tried to go to the back to
Yes.
the village, and when I designed it, I figured I can't do it.
It's so hard to do it.
All the way to the left, I can't make the jump.
It's a crazy jump.
But I still made this like fake out ending. As you can see, there's a shift, and you go down to the dark 3 screen area underneath this.
What am I supposed to do here except put
You
hollow?
have to see this. I don't know. Have you seen this cutscene before?
I don't think so. I remember like trying to go back to the village and
It's
just
actually-
simply not being able to.
And then you should
Okay.
try it, because if you hit this
Yes,
shift,
I'm looking at it.
you see this cutscene where the flower just dies and it's game
Oh
over.
shit.
Because I'm not sure if people ever figured this out, but the implication is that you gave up instead of going forward on your quest. You decided to go back, you faltered and went back to the village, and you gave up on the quest. So you just see this like bad ending cutscene. And yeah, when I played it, I couldn't make it to the left. I couldn't make that jump. So, but then I designed the second temple where you get the umbrella. And once you get the umbrella, you can actually, if you want to. And I figured, well, maybe some people will want to. So you can go back, and if you go back all the way to the waterfall with the umbrella, you can make the jump. You just jump and fly to the left, and you hit the bad ending trigger. But I didn't just want to, kick you out of the
Yeah.
game like that. So once you see this cutscene, this bad ending cutscene, you are transported back to the exit of the temple, to the cloud area, because otherwise you'd have to see the bad ending, and then you would have to go all the way back to the
Yeah.
cloud area.
Yeah, I get why he did it that way.
That would suck.
I'm looking
for
at it right
people.
now.
Yeah. But then, thanks to the I'm not sure who found it out.
Glipperal?
It was either Dawn or Glipperal.
No, it's with Glipperal for sure.
They obviously found a way to make the jump without an umbrella.
Of course.
So it's the biggest time save in the speedrun.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think it's even that easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
a difficult
super
jump.
hard. It's one of the hardest jumps you can do.
So perfect, frame perfect, but still, you could die here, I think.
It is like sub-pixel per or something.
But yeah, this is when I first learned about this skip and how they use it in the speedrun. I was just completely floored, and it was crazy.
I'd love to
Crazy.
see these reactions to
It
speedruns.
turned out it wasn't even the last of
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
More
sorry.
crazy skips
It's
in the
like
game.
Oh,
humbling,
finally.
sort of realizing the errors you've made in design. If like a speedrunner can break it, but it's also flattering that like
I hope it is.
like your level is enticing to speedrunners in that way.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that's good
And
to hear.
I'm still just shocked because it took so many coincidences.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I even thought about making this cutscene, and I mean nowhere in the level do you see something
Yeah.
like that. This is the only place like that. I mean, yeah,
It was meant
this
to
is
be.
the only alternative ending you can get. And if you look in the editor, I actually made the
I guess I should take a
rest
pause
of the,
and.
of the area without ice. And I was like kind of thinking that maybe you could go
Yeah.
back to the village, but this is not
Yeah.
accessible. So yeah, just a bunch of crazy
Yeah.
coincidences there.
This is a jump.
And then I guess how it works is that the ice has melted, and then you think like, oh well, I can't jump there because
Wait,
I
what
don't
did-
have
oh, yeah,
ice
double jump, okay.
as a block that I can land on.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I guess it's
So
not that
you
hard,
could
huh?
Go back to the village,
Yeah.
But it is.
which I guess for the story's sake, you should
What?
do anyway because
Maybe I should
you're sent out to
run
get the
Yeah.
flower.
any
You
percent.
were sent out to check out
What?
what was going
It's
on,
not
because
so easy.
the flood was caused by the
Yeah.
temple. Actually, it makes no sense because
No,
as I
something is
said,
wrong with this
level
practice
is
file.
built on beta version of a level that I dropped and didn't continue.
No. That wasn't even a
And
good
back
jump.
Then there was no,
No,
story about
it's not that
flowers.
easy.
It was there was actually a villain. It was a Knytt guy with like a long cape,
Ah,
which
noise.
I drew myself. And there was even a cutscene. Well, it might be somewhere on my old drives. There's a cutscene where you can
Oh,
see
these screens.
this villain guy. It's right before the waterfall, where he talks to his like ninja sidekicks, that they have to go and freeze the lake. The ninja guys, those were just palette swaps of the what is he? The guy with the like jacket, the gray,
I see those
gray
teeth.
jacket, like
Oh
You know
yeah,
which one.
the and it's like his hood is pulled right over his head. You can only see his eyes. Yeah, that guy.
yeah. And so I turned his jacket black, and he just looked like a ninja, like with his like eyes covered and his face covered, and just his eyes poking out. And I thought, okay, so that's the now I have a ninja in my level. So there was actually a villain in the level that froze the lake. and that's why the lake was frozen in the first place. But
A
then,
ninja froze the lake.
Why? That's a good story.
yes, exactly.
I don't know why that.
Actually, the name,
It's pretty funny.
that's not even the most ridiculous part. I think because the name of the villain was Oswald.
It's gonna be impossible.
That was his name.
Or it's just a long setup.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think
Wait, the name was what?
I found out about this. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think Oswald, that was his name.
Can throw in a couple tossets from it that aren't in mine. Oh, right. Well, with such a massive level, a bunch of tile sets, I bet you can't play any level without it reminding you of your own. Hello, Palps.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think
Hello, Tlaps.
I found out about this Oswald name, and I thought it was so cool. So,
Oswald, huh?
but anyway, the guy was completely cut out of the level. But I guess the lake has frozen over part is what remained.
His legacy.
But it makes no sense within the context of the level. I guess it's like, you know, the village. has
Yeah,
a
now that you say it,
tower,
it's kind of
and
weird that the
because
lake
of
is
that,
frozen. Yeah.
The lake and the waterfall kind of get messed up.
Yeah,
anyway,
just
that was
the
a
flower is missing, so the
huge
world
thing
is fucked,
I
basically. That's
had
why it's
to
frozen.
Address right now
Oh yeah.
about the remains of the
If
previous level.
if
This
you
was
make
supposed to
another
be.
level, it has to have Oswald in it.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
So, I guess like
Ah.
you know, there's like this Twin Peaks area. Is that you a fan of Twin Peaks, perchance?
Oh, yeah, good question.
Yeah. Yes, you get it right. I mean, I was completely obsessed with this. I was never as obsessed with anything in my life as I
Wow.
was with the show.
Huh.
You can actually date this.
Oh, the last
quite
GC.
precisely because
Let's get him.
this was exactly back when the first trailers for and teasers for the season 3, the reboot.
I should watch more Twin Peaks. I've watched very little,
I got
and
into Twin Peaks.
I've always been
and
intrigued.
so I think this is how you can just
Yeah.
time it. You can just go see the release date of the teaser.
Wait,
videos
no dirt from
and see
here.
that's when I made this.
Now here you can see the dirt flowing from this thing.
Obsessed.
What?
And I loved, the show and the
Yeah.
mythology and how it was just so vague, and it gave you this like experience. It makes like the regular TV show stuff, I'm a regular mystery narrative with the paranormal stuff, just so
Oh,
perfectly.
yeah.
Not trying to explain it, and also not trying to complicate it too much. To like the
Oh
ton
my
of
god.
Japanese games and media tend to
Should go
do
straight
just
down there.
overcomplicate it so much you just can't care anymore. I think this wrote the right balance of giving you some mythology to go along with, but not actually complicating it too much and making it turning the spotlight into it. It was kind of like a perfect background.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I just decided to remake the waiting room in Knytt Stories, which is another example of me working on this level for months, and suddenly I got this idea. Hey, wouldn't it be funny to?
It was very well. I don't know, funny, but yeah, it was really cool to
and I,
end up in such an area.
And I
Man,
started
Tunnel
making
is such a
this,
good
like,
level.
as a separate level. But then I
Oh,
was like,
this song.
well, I put so much effort into it. I'm gonna have to find a way to.
Oh, he was gonna make
some
Twin
insert
Peaks
this
as a
kind
own
of
level?
miscellany
Yeah.
somehow. So you just and this is
One artifact is
the
also
forest,
missing.
area, and so as you can see, well, if you've played the level, then you know that around the end of the forest, you have this strange bunch of strange things happen.
There it is.
You
Boom.
start looping around, and then it's day,
Yeah.
and then you fall into the lake. So it's
I never
one
understood why it became
dream
day.
sequence.
I guess just, yeah, dream
And
sequence.
I think, well, it makes absolutely no sense, but
No,
well, first of all,
it
the
fits
forest is very
great.
mysterious. So it's not the worst place this could.
Impressive
Happen
completionism,
in-
I suppose.
And you also, this is the first time you face the new villain of the level, the ghost
Yes.
lady, Sinreva,
Yeah.
I believe.
I would have preferred Oswald, to be honest.
Kind of, I suppose, makes it
Mhm.
work more or less. Yeah, and then you have this huge just exposition dump about how it makes sense, and it's actually, it's all in the story.
Yeah, because you have to make it all work.
You don't have to make it work. See,
the level existing.
this worries me that people are gonna like compromise ideas in their vision or whatever because it doesn't make sense story-wise, man. Come on, who cares about that?
Yeah, because I think at the same time, I was like, okay, well, I can't drag this out forever. I need to think back to the story,
Boom.
what's going on. So I brought this ghost lady in, and she's
I'm just
like
gonna
this-
mute it because of the music, because
yeah,
another reason why this needs still an update. I don't know why I need to repeat myself. There's random music in this area, no music in the rest of the level. You gotta fix that. Okay, sorry.
because the enemies you see in KS, they often appear again.
Oh, I randomized the sign
It's fine
stuff.
as long as it's like
Oops.
a dog or hedgehog
Yeah.
or slime or whatever. But this ghost lady, it's also a kind of just a very
Yeah.
interesting enemy. She stands in place and can't move, can't hurt you unless you
Yeah.
run into her, and you have to turn your back so she
Yeah.
disappears. Just a very interesting enemy overall, and since she's a very
Mhm.
memorable enemy. So I thought, what if?
Wait, what? Have I even been here?
Every single time you've seen this enemy.
I don't remember this place.
This is actually the same character. This is
The
a
fuck?
ghost lady that can travel back between universes and time.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so
guess I haven't
that's how the
even
character
fully
can be.
explored this level. I need to do another
And that's also
playthrough
what
properly.
sent you into this meta universe
I think I've seen
in the
this.
middle of the level. So this ties into it.
I think I really like that mythology.
There's my wind tile.
I think yeah, I don't know. I think someone else should maybe make a level kind of expounding on that.
I should play
She could definitely
Talonel while we
other
finish
levels.
this.
I mean, she already has.
Seems appropriate.
According to my
But someone else should
mythology here.
extend the mythology, like their level should acknowledge that she has traveled across the universes. So
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
opposed to that. And I guess before we move on
Yeah.
from Talanil, we could just finish this discussion with how the boss battle
Yes.
here
It's the
happens.
beginning.
So yeah, this was also around the time when Undertale was very popular, I think. So the inspiration here is very obvious. Is also a funny thing is when Dawn has speedrun this on, I think it's a European Speedrun Assembly. It's like a GDQ event in Europe, and people saw this, and it was like the game Dawn was speedrunning was labeled as Knytt Stories
Yeah, no,
2007.
so they thought that.
It wasn't like specified that this level came out in
Yeah.
2015 or 16.
So they thought that.
When people saw this, they was like, "Holy shit!" It's like, did Undertale take inspiration from Knytt Stories? Knytt Stories?
Yeah, someone was like really
People
upset
comments
about
like
it.
that.
Like, I can't believe
That was
it.
funny.
just keep
That
letting
would be
them
funny.
think that, honestly.
Like they were
But
genuinely upset. Like, I can't
Uh,
believe
Yeah, it's another example.
my
of me
worldview has
just
been
wanting
ruined.
to having a crazy idea in KS and trying it out, and somehow it barely
Yeah.
worked out because I ran into some issues with the KS engine here. Sometimes the shifts wouldn't work, so
Ah, shit.
I think this is as far as I could push it. Maybe, yeah. Well, when it comes to me, those were my limits here, and I'm kind of impressed. Like I don't want to pat my own back here too much, but
No, pat it,
I'm
dude. This
happy
level
with
is
this,
incredible.
how this turned out, and
And the next level
I
as
suppose
well.
it's really really fun, and I'm happy that people loved it and enjoyed it. Even though it's just tribute to mostly Undertale here.
Why am I
And
doing
obviously
that?
the dialogue. There's a reference in the dialogue to Castlevania and Symphony of the Night. Great stuff. Oh, and
I don't know about that.
the dialogue, the Sinreva says to you, and some of the things you can see when you press check, those are like references to other KS levels, because
Yeah.
she appeared in so many different KS levels over the years. And she can reference them. I think she talks about Shipwrecked and some other great levels here. And also around the time of the release of this level, it was around 2017, I suppose. It kind of collided with the KS 10th anniversary. So I kind of had that in mind when I made this level. So this was another reason why I wanted to put so many references to the what came before in KS, the other levels and stuff.
Favorite levels of all time?
Frozen Mountain 2,
Yes.
as I mentioned. Yeah, what I really love about the level is how
Varied?
Drakan never allows himself to be like limited by how should I say it? The visual consistency.
Yeah, that's true.
Sounds like complaint, or
It sounds like it would look
but
super tacky, but somehow it
works in
doesn't.
favor of the level a ton. He just Drakan just puts whatever he wants in the level.
Yeah.
The JPEG, the legendary cult classic JPEG backgrounds, the tile sets that not always are not supposed to work together, but look really cute and beautiful. And so he kind of sacrifices some visual consistency for the sake of just going wild, and it makes for a great level. It really does. Other than that,
Nope.
I definitely love Tabs levels. Those made by Tabs.
Who's that?
Yuri Dicey, is that how you
Your dice.
pronounce the name of this
I think
Greek
it's Eurydice.
myth?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Maybe I don't know what I'm saying. Eurydice? I don't think that's what it is, though, but maybe.
Eurydica in
Wow.
Polish, so
You're ridiculous.
I'm completely
Where do I fall here?
out of my element when it comes to the English
You
pronunciation.
should just say
of
the Polish
myth.
version. It's more,
But anyway,
it's more interesting to see someone's local interpretation. But continue.
So
Up?
Eurydica, as I was saying,
No, middle.
is I think it was the first level that really impressed me very much. That was the first time I played a level and I was like, God damn, people can do this.
God
People
damn.
can go and make something this so much more complex and bigger than the machine was. And I suppose the whole idea of basing a level on a Greek mythology is just brilliant. And it makes for a great adventure. It makes and the starting screen where you're in a graveyard and there are two closed or a single closed tomb. Was it 2 or it's a single? I think it was just 1. Anyway, it's a great starting screen because you see this tomb that's closed, and you think to yourself, "Oh, I've got to find the key and come back and see what happens." And I think it's one of the most iconic ways to start a case level. I could probably sit here and talk for hours. I've made this KS level tier list.
The one that
where I talk about where I talk about some of my favorite levels in length. When it comes to the recent ones, the one that
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tubbs, but I don't really agree.
His stack in my mind, it was a red flower, and I think it's because, well,
like it's a really good level, but
explain to anyone who's played it why.
I guess I didn't play it at the right time.
I mean, it's one of the, if not one of the most crazy case levels ever. And
should I try to jump now?
Takes so much, takes advantage of KS Plus so much to do some really crazy things. All those mini games and
red flower is crazy.
It just blew my mind, and when I played it, it really renewed my interest in KS, because I think it was around the time where I was
it's not easy.
I wasn't playing the game as much, but when I found that and I saw what people could do with KS Plus, all those silly, crazy stuff. I was really, it was very refreshing. And
I mean, for being an early one, it's really good, and in general, it is a good level. But people talk about it, like you hear him saying, like it's one of the best.
I think it's around that time.
And that part I don't agree with. Let's see, I missed what he was saying here.
And when I played it, it really renewed my interest in KS, because I think it was around the time where I was just, I wasn't playing the game as much. But, when I found that and I saw what people could do with KS Plus, all those silly, crazy stuff. I was
what comes next is like inspired by Red Flower. Makes sense, I guess.
And I think it maybe paved the way for what came next, because
I can see the relation now.
Around that time, when we saw some really advanced KS Plus levels come out.
I actually have never played Red Flower. I just
Dragon Myth is much more understandable that it's so beloved.
But I should, I want.
It's not as horrible as and controversial as.
It's a shame.
The guy.
We're talking about that. That's also a shame,
Especially back then, when those levels were the thing. Back then, when Red Flower released, it was probably the #1 most controversial level
and then,
of the time. But really, it's just a bunch of 4chan humor. And just some adult stuff thrown in, and it throws you for a loop. You just don't expect to see this stuff in KS. To see like pixelized.
And that's something I like about it, because
some, really
not everything has to be cutesy, but
stuff happening on the screen, like
it doesn't have to be so edgy either.
Borderline, not borderline, actual, like assault implied. Yeah, that's a crazy level.
Yeah, I'm
crazy stuff.
I'm just gonna
All right,
I'm gonna give it a shot, because I think
But it's a great gameplay experience. It's a great level. If we're just talking about gameplay, then it's one of the best levels ever made.
Red Flower, right?
Actually, story-wise, it has some amazing set pieces, so to speak. Like even the opening shot, when you step out of the room and look out the window, and the camera pulls back actually, and you can see your character. You're in an orphanage, and the music plays. The creepy music plays.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, it definitely.
I
makes an
mean,
impression.
I played a censored version of Red Flower, and I also played it a long time ago, so I don't fully remember. I don't think it's like blatantly offensive like those other levels they were comparing them to. It's just like needlessly dark and depressing. I think that was more of the vibes I got.
And it's very well directed, which is not something you can say about that many case levels. It's not. Well, it's been a while since I replayed it, so I'm not sure. But I think it's not super insulting or offensive.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
just edgy.
yeah.
Is what it is.
You know,
Ah.
I was hesitant to play it because I know it has some like disturbing scenes in it, but I think that people, especially you, have just spoken so highly about just how well made it is.
It
I think
really
that
is.
I owe it to myself to give it a try.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's you're gonna be fine. I mean, it's
I almost did it.
graphic at
Tastefully
points,
degenerate,
but it's not like
maybe.
visually like
Oh, there
it's
it
not
is.
like a movie where people might actually have a really big difficulty getting through it. It's not like the game Sad Satan or whatever it was called. That's a
Huh.
strange thing to reference right now, but
I don't understand that reference. Could you elaborate slightly?
I think it was like a creepypasta type of shit that was like made and distributed on 4chan and like made in Unity, and it's like a simple labyrinth type of game, 3D where you walk around and there's like constant jump scares and screamers, and there's like pictures of dead people and some demons or assault or whatever, like actual graphic stuff.
Do I just
It
fall?
was
Ah!
it was quite popular. People were talking about it.
Give me
I
a
think it
save,
was,
please.
maybe 2017, something like that.
What's it called? You said something Satan?
Something Satan. Yeah,
Sa-
that's actually a good name. Something
Sad
Satan.
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 Let's check it out.
I don't know this reference either.
Maybe there are some. You should be able to find some gameplay on YouTube with like censored, the actual graphic stuff censored.
Oh, it says it doesn't. No one knows who made it. Apparently, they think they found the guy who made it, but it's not proven.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is that Red Flower is not really this at all.
Well, I'll play it and get back to you on it, and then we can truly have a discussion.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to that.
Sequel
talk about it,
confirmed.
I'd like to replay it as well.
Well, maybe it could be an episode. And
Definitely.
other Niflos games that you're a fan of?
Well, I really liked
Yes.
Knytt Underground. I loved it. Obviously, the music is great. The gameplay is very comfy, and it's a very well-made game. I think I even gifted it to a bunch of my friends. I've also played Within a Deep Forest back in the early CAS days. Night Sky, I have some memories playing that and enjoying it.
Sometimes I wonder, what if Niflos had just like kept going with KS and like improving it and releasing new things for it, like
Like what? More enemies and
There
stuff?
was the Knytt experiment game, but that didn't go anywhere really.
Yeah, it was just an experiment, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you laugh at that?
Thank you for telling me, like, thank you for telling me your Knytt life story, because you've given me a lot of insight into your your creative process and how the game has affected you as a person. And saving Thalnil is one of the most beloved levels in this community, and I think people don't know very much about it. people don't really know about any levels development. So, it's great that we got to explore this.
I was talking to Glip a while back
Yes,
about porting
great
the
opportunity
Knytt
to
enemies into Knytt stories,
explore
and
some
he
of
seemed
the
to think it was
untold Knytt
Yeah.
stories.
like
We
not
have
so
so many
far-fetched.
of them. There's so many people that we need to talk to. So, I guess other people are listening. So this is the first episode of Knytt Symposium. Is that an?
Oh, that's a great name.
It was your
Wait,
Sorry,
idea.
I messed up.
Wait, that was
It
the
was your
end?
idea.
What was the end? It just
Yes, but I didn't know you.
Something say. Other.
I did back
so this is the last minute. I didn't notice the end. It just ended.
Yeah.
anywhere really.
Yeah, it was just an experiment, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, thank you for telling me.
it was that rough, wasn't it?
I guess thank you for telling me your Knytt life story, because you've given me a lot of insight into your your creative process and how the game has affected you as a person. And saving Thalnil is one of the most beloved levels in this community, and I think people don't know very much about it. People don't really know about any levels development, so it's great that we got to explore
the
this.
enemy manips aren't
Okay, so
saved.
this is a great opportunity to explore some of the untold Knytt
Yeah.
stories.
All right, so we
have
got 6
so many
seconds
of
left.
them. There's so many people that we need to talk to.
Oh, that's the end. Okay.
So,
Okay, need to work on the ending of it maybe. Oh, loud. Why does it never save the settings I do? What? Okay, that. Well, I mean, yeah, again, it's more foreshadowing, like, stay tuned. Do I go up here? I'm not sure where I am right now. No, you just go down, right? Yeah, that was episode 1 of this symposium. Wait, okay, let me just figure out where the hell I'm at before I start commenting, because something ain't right. I don't go up here, that's too high up. Like, what? No, that's not it. And that's not it. So you go here, and then what? You go up? I don't remember this at all. But I guess that's how you do it. Yeah. It was very interesting. I mean, Marcel is a great guest, and probably hard to top, because it's very interesting to hear his perspective on things. One of the top level makers, so we need more top level makers to match that. It's so loud. Okay, there we go. That's 2% of the volume that the podcast was in. And Marcel has a really nice voice too. It was pleasant to listen to. So yeah, it was very interesting to hear about the Talonel stuff and his journey. It seemed almost destined with how he was looking for level design stuff and the MMF thing, finding that so early on. And this Twilight section. How did Uni survive while you were doing that? I don't know, I guess I wasn't paying attention to what was happening. And for Lucinda, yeah, she asked some really good questions, some nice comments to sort of keep the discussion going, and importantly, she let Marcel speak, when he was on a roll, so Why do I want to go left? Do you go left? No, you don't. So she's like, she can do a really good job hosting these. I never really listened to podcasts, and I definitely never expected there to be one about KS. Oh, you're gonna wait here a bit. But yeah, I'm really happy about it. Great that such a thing exists. I don't remember the strats. So intenso. So who is the guest for episode 2? I don't remember. Oh shit. This stuff. Oh. Exactly. So you wanted this, or the idea for this was first for it to be a standalone level, which... I mean, I like that it's in this level, it fits and it makes Talon even better, but I am curious about the full-length Twin Peaks level. If it would be full-length, maybe this would be as long as it would be. Why am I just dying? Is the other host? What do you mean the other host? They switch roles? Marcel interviews Lucinda? Ugh, not Baby Jail. It is IX interviewing. Oh. Okay, that's funny. I wonder if they did it like straight after each other and they just separated into 2 episodes, or they got together again. Interesting. I hope that's not a sign that no one wants to be a guest. Oh, this is Saving Talonel. It's towards the end of Saving Talonel. You sort of lose your mind a bit. How has the audio been? I know people don't like to give audio feedback, but I had to set everything up anew and it's kind of rough. I hope you were able to hear. Let me see right now, actually. Probably the game is... Well, now, yeah, now it's all messed up. Because it's really loud in OBS, but it's quieted on the PC. It's gonna take some time to get everything set up. I'm not sure about the camera position either. Game's a bit quiet now. The music is in the woods was really loud. Yeah, it was crazy loud. Fell asleep? Then watch my speedrun of it, and you won't fall asleep. It's crazy when I go back and I watch a speedrun after not having like watched or played it for, say, a year or 2. And I like impress myself, like, whoa, damn, I'm pretty good. And this is such a level, even though the run is not perfect. It's not bad either. Those 3 Rs are amazing. Yeah, a lot is amazing. Teeth. Oh, getting every save. That was an interesting attempt. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there. I think a single jump is correct. My instinct was to do a single jump. Like a big one. Okay, I guess my instincts are shits. That's fast. But yeah, I mean, that was over an hour of these people talking, and it was really enjoyable. I'm surprised. I thought I might get sick of it or something, but yeah, it was very interesting to listen to. You recognize all this stuff. Well, this again is towards the very end, so if you came this far, you did not have a lot of time to fall asleep. Can I just get out of here, maybe? This guy's gonna shoot, yeah. Finally. Oh, I have to do the boss fight? I don't want to do the boss fight. Maybe I should try and skip it. What was it? I think I just have to like hold down and jump, right? And then the out of bounds is with the hard part. But where is it? Like here? Yeah, okay. And then you go up 2 screens. Oh, you're supposed to do that kind of jump. Yeah, and then I don't know. That's the thing. I don't remember. And I think there's going to be a lot of death tiles, so this probably is not going to work out. It was like something like this. I don't know how far I have to go. Maybe. Oh, then what? Somewhere I'm falling down, but no, this is not right. No. I don't remember how you get back inbounds. I think it was quite precise. This surely will lead to death now. Why am I blocked? Why am I moving so slowly? Okay. This is not really an nanobots that you just wing. Yeah, that was, I mean, I really enjoyed when Marcel was talking about the speedrun stuff, obviously, because that related to me. And I don't know, I don't like when you say that, come along and break it. We're not breaking it, we're like enhancing it, we're loving it. You know? Sometimes when you love something, you have rough hands. Yeah, the bot is back. I didn't do anything, and he's back. That's a lesson. If you don't procrastinate, you don't give things the opportunities to solve themselves. Apologies, that's fair enough. I mean, if you find it, if you feel like you were breaking it and like hurting the level or whatever, then I mean, that's up to you to feel that way. I just think it's misguided or incorrect. I don't remember this boss fight. This is gonna suck. Okay, I've made the first part. Here you can clearly see the dirt being thrown outside of the box. Oh shit. Yeah, what is this sound? Should have asked that. Did he make it himself? Zip. Neem. Zip. Yeah, man, I can't believe that what's his name stole the boss fight from KS. Maybe I should listen to what she's saying. Maybe there's like references that I didn't get at the time, and now I've played more levels, and I'll get. That we need to travel to the underworld just to save our son. Oh yeah, that's you or die. Climb a high sky tower to get back home. Column? That's shipwreck. No, that's shipwreck. And what was the last one? Sail through it. Huh? I don't know actually. Through the darkness of futures past, you can hear the voices of thousands of other units. I haven't listened to that dialogue in so long. I think this section was the hardest casually. Unless I'm forgetting something. Well, the last section, or not the last section, but the very tight section might be harder. Wait, these are custom spike blocks because they're thinner than the normal spike blocks. Oh shit. I need dodge. She keeps staring at her. They do be talking a lot, yes. It's not over yet. I still have a couple tricks up my sleeve. Should at least her ultimate attack. Do it. Is this the last one? So maybe this is ours one. I don't know. I remember it being harder. I have played it a couple times though. Not like this. Oh, it's Sans? Wasn't it always Sans? I don't know. I haven't played Armtail, so I don't know. Oh. That sounds like a fun challenge. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. I was just doing the podcast thing. I'm gonna go. It's a pretty short stream, I know, but I think I should be able to sort of slowly get back to more regular streaming now. Like I said earlier, things have started to settle down for me. Knock on wood, I guess. And yeah, I missed it too. I definitely missed streaming and playing Chaos, and I want to play levels and have fun. Kitchen stream will be back. Yeah, I just need to put up some curtains or something. I'll buy a green screen. Not to use as a green screen, just to use as like a curtain behind me, so you can only see the green screen, I guess. Because, I don't know. I'm creeped out by the kitchen fascination. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and being here, and being in the Discord, and being lovely in general. I'll see you soon.